What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm a YouTuber, Fireson225 the Ultimate, and welcome to my playthrough of Pikmin. Now, Pikmin was one of those games that I always kind of grew up with, and I just love, honestly. Well, I didn't like it at first, but now after playing it for a while, I've started to enjoy it a lot more. And I'm hoping that I can share that happiness with you guys all. One thing that I should state before is, before we start this, is that this audio is pre-recorded. So that means I already recorded all the gameplay, and this day right here, that was basically just a failed recording. Basically, I've recorded all of, this, and now I'm just talking over it. So I kind of already know what's going to happen, so spoilers, I guess. So, I'm not going to talk during cutscenes, though, so there you go. My name is Captain Olmar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet, with so many parts lost. Its skeletal hull, my beloved dolphin, is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support system can function for only 30 days if I can't repair the dolphin by then. No, better not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Okay. So, right here, my camera movement is kind of limited, but we're about to see something magical. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it was waiting for me. It had then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we called an onion. I should call this an onion then. So, this is an onion, and what you are about to see is that this is what is known as a fabled Pikmin. But he doesn't know that yet, so don't spoil it for him. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits strange lights, and it sways back and forth without benefit of the wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must pull it with A! And thus he does. This is what is known as a Pikmin. It is adorable. Look at his eyes. He's so cute. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage, it just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much, therefore I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet fighting for survival, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I just gotta grab it with A, and throw it and call it to my side with B. Maybe C and X do something as well. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. So this basically allows him to change the camera angles. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls. And thus he does. So basically what Pikmin do is they, well, are by your side and they pick up things to bring them back to the onion to do, wait for it, make more Pikmin. Such an intriguing concept. Astonishing! The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can provide more Pikmin. The onion seems to be some sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this. Okay, so that's basically how you put Pikmin away and how you take them out. We'll delve into more of that on the second day. But right now we're basically just producing more Pikmin in order to provide for our tasks. So right now I'm basically just trying to wait for the Pikmin to, well, sprout up. One of the main problems with this game is oh, I just threw that guy over there. One of the main problems with this game is that the Pikmin sprouts don't they don't come up like right away. It takes like a very long time for them to actually be able to do something about it. So that's a little like why, but I guess I get it. It's older hardware, so I mean, I don't know. But yeah, we'll be delving into more of the concepts about what to do with controls, the camera, map, all that stuff. It'll be later though. The options that you have though in this game are somewhat limited though, at least for the first day. After the first day goes by, you have more options, and oh hey, look at that. If you look closely over there, and now the camera's gone, you can see a little part. I wonder what that part is. Maybe it's going to be important later on. Hint, hint. But anyway, as the day goes by, we just try to find more pellets. And I guess I should try to be quiet as like this stuff is going on. I'll probably pop in and out like when some important stuff happens, but I don't want to be rambling forever. That'd just be lame. Unless you guys like my rambling, in which case, fine by me. At that point I just had to pause to make sure like everything was going smoothly, because I've had multiple failed recordings where either sound wasn't working, or the fact that one time when I was trying to record this I didn't have enough space, so that kind of cut off. Yeah, this is like my third time recording this, so yeah, that's painful. But it gives me more practice, I guess, and just makes me feel pain. But who cares? As long as we astonish in the power of Pikmin being able to push our cardboard box. The Pikmin are just curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. Alright, let's see. Approach them with A to pick sprouts. Press A to grab Pikmin to throw. Press B to call them back. X to dismiss. Use C to use commands. And use L, R, and Z to control the camera. I shall record all of this in my computer. I can press Y to assess my camera. Either that or map. Yeah, Y is basically the map, but as is gonna be shown later, it's not that helpful right now because we just landed on an alien planet. Amazing, there's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? I wonder. Well, it's a mystery forever. I guess we're never gonna figure it out. And this is where Olimar's adventure ends. Imagine how, like, this is like a really strange coincidence that, like, his engine is right here. Like, I don't know. Like, if it was anywhere else, he would be dead. It's a strange coincidence. So, something that I should probably state is that, if you leave the Pikmin sprouts just like there, then you'll basically like they'll change from leaf to bud, then bud to flower. The changes in like bud to flower, leaf, bud, and flower is something that I'll talk about like later in the series, probably around day 2. Oh. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I should try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A. I noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with bright color. Other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me out. Yeah, so if you disband Pikmin or just leave them to like their own business, then they start growing as like a really weird they have like a paler version of their original color, which is really weird, and they look really off. But I guess that's the only way that they could distinguish like a Pikmin from yeah, see right there, that one looks different from all the rest. And now I'm going to show you another feature that you can have, is that when you press a certain button, which in my case is X, you disband the Pikmin, making them separate into different groups. This isn't too helpful now, because you'll probably need like as many Pikmin as you can get, but it's going to be helpful later. I'll explain why, well, once we get to that. But I believe over here, if I'm just trying to figure this out, I'm going to basically be showing different cameras. So we have, if I can do it slowly, we have farther away and closer up. And we can also use Z to have a top-down view, and we can also change it with farther away and close up. I will mostly be having like medium and not top-down, because that's just the best way to play the game, honestly. There's really no need to like change the camera angle like at all, but I'm glad the option's still there. It's whatevs. Okay, anyway, we finally have the first part we need. Yeah, what a beauty. Oh, glorious. With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back towards home. My ship has once again lifted off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. What has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. And oh my god, this theme. I love it so much. I'm just gonna be quiet and have you listen to it. I love that theme so much, it's actually become my ringtone. And I adore it. It is one of my favorite songs. Only second to one other, but we'll get to that on day 2. Day 1 since impact. I had somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but to my surprise, the Onion lifted off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or did they merely decide to join me for some other reason? The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hokitate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. However, we found a forest, known as the Forest of Hope. Now this screen right here states the days, the ship log, the amount of growth that we've had for our Pikmin, how many we sprouted, how many we lost in battle or left behind by sundown, and the parts remaining and the days remaining. Also the amount of Pikmin we have. Alright, so now that we have the Forest of Hope, I'm going to leave this off here. So if you like this and you want to see more, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications. That way you're updated on all things I make on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the Forest of Hope. Peaces.